All right, today I'm going to show you how you can get the slider and dolly effect from your tripod. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jordan Pomano, and if this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. I hope you find this video helpful. So I was shooting a video a few days ago and I realized I was using this technique that I learned like 10 years ago when I first started shooting videos, and that is using your fluid head tripod as a crane, slider. You can get these really cool dynamic movements all in your tripod. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Let's get started with it. So I'm using the Manfrotto 504 HD tripod. This is $650, but there are a lot of fluid head tripods for under $200. I'll be sure to leave a link on those below. So for the dolly in and out movement, you're gonna wanna place the tripod with one leg towards you and center up your camera so that it's facing straight forward. I like to tilt the tripod forward and get the camera adjusted in the right way so that it's not tilting the wrong way once you start moving forward and backward. After that, you're gonna lock the pan, but keep the tilt engaged because you're gonna be using that to keep the camera level as you start pushing forward. Once that's set, bring the third leg back and retract it so that you have more forward and backward motion and you're ready to go. So for this movement, you're simply just pushing the tripod forward and backwards while keeping that tilt in the same position to get that slider effect. For the jib style movement, it's basically the same idea except for you extend the legs completely so that way you can bring the camera up higher and lower, getting a more dramatic move. This shot's great for an establishing shot of your scene or the end shot of your scene where you want to reveal something that's higher up, or you're moving away from your character from a lower point all the way up into, let's say, a tree or something. So we've covered the dolly movement. Now let's move to a trucking shot, which is side to side. All you have to do is rotate the quick release plate 90 degrees and throw it back on the tripod. Now set the tripod with that third leg either to the right or left of you, and you're going to use the tilt of the head to keep your camera level. With a little bit of practice, you're going to be able to fine tune this as much as possible. Now you're not going to get huge movements from this, but it's nice to use as a reveal shot or just getting a little bit of motion in your shot. And there you go, all you need is a tripod and you can get more than just a pan and tilt movement out of this thing. Now sure, you can do this all handheld now with stabilized sensors and then just throwing warp stabilizer on it, but I feel like there's more room for error there. You know, you have to control every axis of movement with your hands, but when you do this, you've got camera on tripod, you've got the stability there because you've got a third point of contact and you're using the weight of the tripod, you're using the flow of that to get these movements, which is going to be a lot more natural. I've been using this technique for years and I love being able to get these little movements out of a tripod. It's just a way of getting more out of less gear, which I'm a big fan of. One of my favorite things about this movement is that kind of jib up and down effect that you get as the tripod's kind of lowering and pushing in or pushing out. It just gives it a more dynamic look. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, be sure to hit me up in the comments. Say what's up, tell me a story. I'm at home all day, which you should be too, so you can imagine I'm very bored. I could use a story. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.